you how to insert a table into a PowerPoint presentation. So there's several options in a PowerPoint presentation. Inside of the slide, you may see a text box that has some icons. You can select the table icon, which has the grid on it basically. You select that. There's a pop-up menu that comes up. I'm going to make that a 6, and we're going to make it 6 columns, 5 rows, and there is your table. If you don't have that show up, or if you decide you want to have a different way to do this, you can actually use the toolbar that's inside of the PowerPoint presentation, which is the Tables tool. You'll see a little icon that says New above it, and looks like the one that was in the slide. And then you highlight the number of columns and the number of rows that you want, and it displays how big that is on the screen as well. So there's a 6x5 table. An additional way to insert a table is actually to use the toolbar that's at the very top of your whole desktop. And I see the word Insert. I'm going to Insert, and I go to Table, and I have the same pop-up menu that came up when I tapped and clicked inside of the slide. So I'm going to make this one have 6 columns, 5 rows. I click OK. Once your slide has your table inserted, then you can start modifying it. So your modifications come from your table layout. So you can have your table options. You can have the header row darker than the others. You can have the total row at the very bottom, which tallies up your numbers. You can have your rows banded or not banded so that you can see the information a little more easily. Then you can have your first column darker or not, your last column darker or not. You can have banded columns as well, which gives you sort of a checkerboard layout if you already have the rows banded. So you can change the visual appeal of your table simply by doing that. Additionally, you can choose different table styles, which can be based on the color you want to have, what's going to make it visually pleasing. You can scroll right and left within that, or there's a pull-down menu that shows up, which gives us at the very top of this, we've got those that best match the theme. I'm going to do some green in here. Or there's lighter ones, there's medium ones, there's darker ones, and then there's also the clear table tab, which is available on the at the very, very bottom. Now you can choose the fill colors if you decide that that's not quite the color you're looking for, or you can also choose an effect. So if you wanted to have a shadow on the outside of the table so that when you look at it, it looks like it's almost three-dimensional. And then you can choose the borders on your table. So you can draw them, you can erase them, you can choose the line style, the thickness of the line, the color of the line, and also the how many cells you want to have bordered. So if you highlight inside of the cells, all the ones you want to have the border on, then you can select that they're going to all have a border, and it looks like this. I also noticed that my color for my lines is blue, and I'm going to change that to a dark green so that it looks a little bit nicer. And there is my table. Now to insert information into the table, you simply click inside whatever cell you're wanting to use. You can type inside of that, just like you would on any text field. Then the other option is that you can actually take data from a PowerPoint, from an Excel spreadsheet. And here I have one with some information with the classes that are Math 1, Math 2, and their levels of proficiency. I'm going to copy that by using the Edit copy, or you can do Command C or Control C on a PC. And then I'm going to go back into my field and do Edit, Paste, or Command V, and there's my information. Now it's pasted in there. It's kind of looking small to me, so you can adjust your font size by the way you would adjust your font size any other time inside of a PowerPoint. So I'm going to make this about a 20, and there is my slide. That's how you insert a table into a PowerPoint.